Привет, друзья! Как дела? My name is Fedor, and today you will learn how to use у меня, all of its usages, meanings, when it's used, why it's used, all of that. You might know у меня есть, I have. And you might also have seen у меня when it's like a shorter version of it. If you haven't, we posted a video last week with this information card. You can find it and learn all the basics about the tool. If you don't know that yet, go there first, okay? Because this video is going to be way too much for you at the moment. У меня really has four major meanings, but the first one is the most common. It's when у меня means my. A sentence can be у меня машина сломалась. My car broke down. So у меня машина, my car, сломалась means broke down. So we use у меня to say my in this sentence, but you might know the word мой, which also means my. Let's compare мой and у меня in a sentence and see when we're supposed to use мой, when we're supposed to use у меня. So, starting with мой. Моя машина сломалась. My car broke down. Simple statement, a fact. My car broke down. That's it. No other emphasis there, no other, kind of subtle meanings there, no other small details there. My car broke down. That's it. It's a simple fact. But when we change it to у меня машина сломалась, my car broke down, but because we have у меня, the emphasis is on us, how we are feeling about or how it affects me. Maybe this sentence is a perfect usage when, let's say, you drive to work every day, right? And then your colleague says, hey, can I drive with you tomorrow to work? You can say, у меня машина сломалась. My car broke down. With the emphasis of the fact that you cannot drive him anymore, right? Because my car broke down, I'm emphasizing me here. We could also, it wouldn't be a mistake really if I said the same thing with моя машина сломалась, but it wouldn't have as much of an emphasis on you anymore. So this doesn't feel like an answer. It simply feels like a fact. My car is broken, okay? But when we say у меня машина сломалась, that's a perfect answer. I hope this tiny little distinction makes sense to you. If it doesn't, that's okay. For natives, it's natural to use меня versus мой because we hear Russian every single day of our lives. And so this small distinction is natural to us. And you would develop the same thing by learning Russian, by speaking Russian, listening to Russian every day, and you will start to understand or feel the difference between у меня and мой. And the way you can learn more Russian and become more natural with it is through our Be Fluent Camp intensive 8-week course that we start on July 10th. You can sign up today with the link in the description if you want to take your Russian to the next level. If you're a beginner, get to intermediate. If you're intermediate, get to advanced. If you're advanced, get to fluency a bit faster and free up your speaking. All the levels are focused on communication, of using our Russian in a conversation, not just grammar rules and vocabulary drilling. That will be a part of it, but not the main part of it, okay? We focus on you guys speaking Russian better, so check it out, check more details out with the link in the description, and I'll be waiting for you guys there. I'm the main teacher there, and I'll be learning or teaching you guys personally during the camp. Now on to the second meaning of у меня. У меня can also mean I have. In a statement like this, у меня вопрос. I have a question. Maybe you're in an auditorium and the professor is saying, any questions, guys? And you say, у меня вопрос. I have a question. Similarly, we can say on the phone, let's say your friend calls you and he says, у меня проблемы. I have problems. Both times, у меня means I have. I have a question, I have problems. Why do we use у меня and not у меня есть, for example? Well, because this usage is possible when whatever you have is not the most important thing. У меня вопрос, and you're about to get into your question. У меня проблемы, and you're about to get into your problems. You are going to expand upon what you said, right? So you having a question, you having the problems is not the most important thing. The actual question and the actual problems is what's important in your delivery, okay? That's the second usage of it. I would say that the most common sentence to use with this is the ones that we just used. У меня вопрос, у меня проблемы, okay? Maybe some other ones that I'm forgetting, but that's the main ones that I have heard in my life from natives, from me using it as well, all of that. The third meaning of у меня is when you have something again, but when it excludes that thing being anywhere else. You're leaving the house to go somewhere, to drive somewhere, right? And your spouse is asking, где ключи? Where are the keys? You can say, ключи у меня. I have the keys. Now, you have the keys, they cannot be anywhere else. It doesn't mean that you own the keys, that you possess the keys. But right now, they're in your possession, okay? You have them, they're not gonna be anywhere else. Stop looking for them, okay? Second example, maybe you and your friends watching TV, chilling, and one friend is looking for the remote and says, где пульт? And you say, у меня пульт. I have the remote. Here it is, right here, remote in my hands. It does not mean that you own or possess that remote, but right now it's in your possession. So that's the third meaning of у меня, is when you have something temporarily. That thing that somebody's looking for, you have it. And the fourth meaning of у меня is to say, at my place. Let's say you and your friends are just walking around, chilling, doing nothing. You can say, можем у меня посидеть. We can chill at my place. У меня here means at mine or at my spot, at my place, okay? So у меня can take on 4 different meanings. I have, right? I have something. My, it's in my possession, like the remote or the keys, and at my place. Of course, it's important to note that у меня, mine or I have, can become у тебя, you have, yours. У него, he has, his, etc. Depending on the person who has something, we can change it up. Of course, you simply look up all those pronouns. We're not going to cover it all today, but у меня, у тебя are the main 2 ones here, right here, okay? You can use them at any time. Now you know how to use them properly in a sentence. And that's it. Join our Be Fluent Camp with this button right here, or keep on learning Russian with this next video. Hope you had fun.